Today I will be interviewing Devin Plashik about what activities she was in high school. What clubs and activities were you part of in high school?
In high school, I was involved in the French Club, Communications Academy, AM Woodstown. I also did winter and spring track, marching band, concert band, and I was also involved in the drama club, which I was part of the stage crew.
Which activity was your favorite?
Out of all the activities that I was involved with, doing stage crew for the drama club was probably my favorite one to be involved in.
When did you get involved and why?
I got involved in the stage crew my junior year because I ran both winter and spring track, but I had injuries in my knees, which caused me not to be able to run anymore. So instead of running track during the winter, I was free and I decided to take up stage crew to take up that time.
Why did you choose stage crew to become involved in?
I got involved in the stage crew part of drama club because I don't think I'm that great of a singer or an actor. So I figured it'd be cool to be behind the scenes and help put the show together in that way.
Was there a specific job that you had?
I specifically was part of the sound crew on stage crew. And then senior year, I was the director of sound.
What did your job as sound director entail?
As sound director, I was in charge of all the microphones, the sound board, and that type of stuff. I was in charge of making sure each role got their microphone before the show, and then I had to run mic checks. And then throughout the show, I had to turn the mics on and off as they came off the stage, made sure all their cues were ready. And I also was in charge of the sound effects, playing them throughout the show at their designated spots. And at the end of the show, I collected the microphones and put them all away and made sure everything was cleaned up backstage.
Did you like the job that you had?
I loved the job that I had because I got to make a lot of friends that I probably wouldn't have made if I hadn't had that job, because passing out the microphones, I got to interact with everybody one-on-one, and we got a close bond through that. And then also, because I did so well on the sound for the plays, everybody who ran school events wanted me to run sound for them, like our talent show and any kind of events that went on in the auditorium. I ran sound, and I got to meet a lot of people because of that as well.
Do you wish that you had started earlier?
Yes, I wish I had gotten involved earlier because I would have made a lot more memories and probably a lot more friends if I had been involved for a longer amount of time.
Are there any fun rituals that you did?
There are 3 major rituals that we had that I can remember. The first one was the senior chant before each show. We would get in a group and everybody would warm up, and then after the warm-ups, the 3 seniors would get in the middle and they'd pick their favorite quote from the play, and then everybody would get to chant it together, and that was the way of getting everybody pumped up before the show. And then the second ritual was that after the final show, everybody gets to tear down the set together, and major seniors and cast members get to take home props from their character or the show that they thought represented them, and they get to keep them. And then my favorite ritual, and it's the last one I can remember, was the senior song. And it's at the final cast party. All the seniors get to go early, and we get together and we write a song to all our favorite songs from all the plays, and then we get to sing it to everybody at the final cast party, and it's really funny and everybody usually laughs a lot at it. So that was my favorite.
Did you have any difficulties with any of the plays that you put on?
Well, my senior year, the play we put on was Into the Woods, and there are a lot of lead roles in that play. So I had to run a 12 microphone soundboard, but that wasn't enough, so we had to plug in another 6 microphones. So I was running 18 microphones all at once, basically by myself. And it was really hard to have the microphones all level when there's 7 lead roles on stage at one point and 7 microphones are on, and trying to keep the interference to a minimum so it didn't disrupt the show. So that was probably the most difficult thing I ever had to deal with. regarding sound and stage crew.
Were any of the plays your favorite?
Well, since I only got to put on and be a part of 2 of the shows, Anything Goes and Into the Woods, can't really say that I have a favorite, but I like them both for their own reasons. Anything Goes was a really happy, lighthearted play, and it was just funny all around. Into the Woods taught you a lot of life lessons, and it was kind of dark and emotional, but there was also humor woven through in or out. So for different reasons, I loved both of those plays.
I hope you learned a little bit more about Deaf and Pelagic today. Thank you for your time.